Hello, I'm Bridget from Bridget Flowers. Today I have a little guest with me and his name is Ethan. And we're gonna make pumpkin arrangements. So Ethan, you wanna explain how we're gonna do this?
Yes. So we cut the top off, take the inside out, and then we put the flowers inside.
Exactly, so if you wanna see how that goes, please keep on watching. To make the arrangement we need a couple of things. Firstly, we need some nice pumpkins to start with. Then we need some tools. We need a floral snipper for the flowers, and to open the pumpkin we need a knife and we need a spoon to take everything out. What else do we need, Ethan?
So we need nuts, little apples and sunflowers, Chinese lanterns and flowers and berries. And yellow balls and leaves.
Exactly. So the first thing when we start working with this arrangement is to decide what kind of arrangement we're gonna make. So we can either make a pumpkin sandwich, and that means that you cut the pumpkin halfway through and then you make like an edge of flowers all the way around and put the lid back up. Or we're gonna make an arrangement that comes slightly more from the top, and then we can use the lid still as a little decoration part. So what we're gonna do, Ethan, is we're gonna make an arrangement that sits in the top. So for that we're gonna make an imaginary circle on the top with our knife, and that's how we're gonna cut out the pumpkin. So you see it's a nice circle, and when with little kids, when you're working, of course, they cannot work with a knife, so they always have an adult to assist them, because knives are very sharp and it's very dangerous for little fingers. So I'm gonna work here with these Oasis knives, and these are the flower knives, and they go very easy inside the pumpkin. Ethan, you like this part already?
Yeah, but you're just not doing it in here.
Okay, careful for the fingers.
What about my pumpkin?
Look, now we have the pumpkin open. We open it up, and what comes out? All kind of yuckiness from the pumpkin.
Yes, but then get some what's attached to it. Get them in the pumpkin.
So now we're gonna take everything out what's inside the pumpkin.
Yeah.
So Ethan, which flowers do you think you want to use in the arrangement?
I think I want to use sunflowers,
Yeah.
roses, these little yellow balls, and
Cascadia.
and little roses.
Little daisies.
Yes, and Chinese lanterns.
Chinese lanterns, because they're like a little lantern. Okay, Ethan, so your pumpkin is ready to open up. So let's see what's inside.
Yes, it's the same as
You
yours.
think so?
Yeah.
Let's open up. Oh, look at what
I told you.
a lot of seeds.
Yes, it's
and fruits.
It's the same.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna empty everything out.
Yes. Well,
First we're gonna clean the lid, take all the seeds off, and this is what we're gonna use later on in the arrangement again. So we're gonna put that on the side and keep it nice, and then we're gonna start emptying out our pumpkins.
I'll start.
You start. The leaves we can cut with our floral snipper, because they have woody stems, so when you do this with a knife it's a bit dangerous and you can cut in your fingers.
Yep, because kids can do that.
So here is a little bit more for you, Ethan.
Yes, but I need to still fill in here and in this whole gap.
Here we go.
More.
And when you work with your pumpkin, you can twist, so you can see all angles from the pumpkin if they look nice enough.
Okay. Now I'm going to...
For the next step, we're gonna take the lid from our pumpkin and we're gonna place it on top. So I want it slightly higher, so we have more space for the flowers to put in. And to do that, we have these sticks with a pointy stick, and we're gonna put this in our lid. We're gonna put it on the side and see how far do we want to reach it, and then we're gonna cut the stick off. Then we can place it in the middle of our floral foam, slightly lower. And this is a good way. You're gonna take your lid.
Okay. Now
Yep, is it good? No, it's not good yet. We need to make sure that it has a sharp point before we push it in. Let's do it together. You see?
Yeah.
It's solid. Now we need to put it on the side, and we have to make the stick slightly shorter. And then you can put it in the arrangement,
now can
in the middle.
like this?
You want it a little bit shorter, or it's good?
Good.
Good. Oh, you can just push it all the way to the bottom. Now we're gonna work with some flowers. Yes? Where shall we start with? Shall we start with some sunflowers? Good. Can you hand me some? Perfect. Here we have some for you.
Now, can I put it in now?
I will make them a little bit shorter for you. So these sunflowers, you see they are spray sunflowers, because it's one stem and they have 4 small flowers on it. Ethan, you can place it inside the floral foam.
Okay.
Yeah, push it nice and steady in. And then we turn it around.
I'm gonna.
And we do a little bit more on this side. You want to work already with some lanterns, Ethan?
No.
No? What would you like to put in your arrangement then?
Sunflowers.
More?
No. I want to put roses.
You want to put roses in. Here we go.
We were on the prickly part.
All the prickly parts are gone. So
But did you cut them off?
I cut them specially off. When working with children, you of course have to be careful with which type of flowers you're using.
Because did you know a long time I got something from the wall by our house. I got something in my finger.
You got a splinter in your finger.
Yeah.
Yes. So when working with children, you have to be careful with the type of flowers that you're using. So when working with roses, you have to make sure that all the thorns are removed.
Yes, and all the prickly parts that are off.
All the prickly parts that are off from the leaves. Also good flowers to use, they have to have a very hard and sturdy stem, because very delicate stems might break with little children's hands. We can use, for example, berries. We have sedum, because sedum is also very hardy. Gerbras are very nice to use for children as well, because they have such a nice child look shape.
Look, I did it I put it super deep inside.
That's an amazing job, Ethan. Ethan, you can place some little moss under the lid, because you see there is some space between the floral foam and the lid of the pumpkin, and that holds it nice and steady. Can you put a little bit more moss under there?
Yep.
What do you think of the moss? Do you think it smells like the forest? Great job.
I think it sounds like a foliage. Okay.
So then some other flowers that are also very good for children to use are carnations. So we have here some nice red carnations because they work perfect as well with this autumn look.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cut them off for you, Ethan, and you can put some in. Here you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can place some in, and again keep on turning the arrangement so you can place them from all angles. Very good. Some more on this side.
Oh, and I see some space right here.
And then you mentioned you also want some of the Chinese lanterns in your arrangement.
Yep, I did.
So the Chinese lanterns that we're using today, they are still fresh. You see that you can still squeeze them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut a little bit of the stem, and then you can use.
Noise.
Yes.
They make noise when you squish them.
Now, when you squeeze them and they're not perfectly round, you can blow them like a little balloon. You see, and they come again in the perfect shape back.
It's not a perfect shape yet.
And then with the stick, Ethan, you can push it inside the floral foam.
Okay.
So we're gonna keep again.
So good.
Turn the arrangement. Maybe it's nice to have another stem coming out from this angle.
No. This one is done now. Let me just move it. Okay. Now you can blow them like a balloon.
Push some on this side.
You can blow them like a balloon.
You can blow them like a balloon, and they keep the perfect shape. Maybe we're gonna place a few more on the other side. Here you go.
How does my pumpkin look now?
It looks very autumnal.
What's autumnal?
Autumnal is that it looks very much autumn-like. Because of the leaves, because of the Chinese lanterns, because of the colors. And soon we're gonna place in also some of the apples. Our arrangements are almost done. Ethan, do you think they're ready or do we miss something?
Miss something.
What do we need? So we have the little apples and we have the acorns, and we're gonna place them inside the arrangement between the flowers as well. So how are we gonna fix them? We have here these wires that I'm cut halfway through.
And then you put the wires like that.
Okay, let me show you how we do that. We take a little apple, so we have here really nice small Malus apples, and we take the nice side up, and in the middle of the apple, that's the softest part, and that's where we can push our wire in. And you see, then it comes on a little stick, and that way we can push it inside the arrangement. You want to do that, Ethan?
Yeah.
Push it between the flowers. And I prepared here already a couple more for you, so you can place all these ones between your flowers and your lanterns in the arrangement. So I also have some acorns, and the acorns, they have a woody side from the bottom and a pointy side from the top. And the pointy side from the top is the softest part, and that's where you can push your wire in easy. And then you can place them again in your arrangement. So instead of little apples and little acorns, you might have mini pumpkins that you want to use in the arrangement as well. Little nuts or other fruits are also really cute to use in combination with your autumn flowers. So again, just divide them nicely over the whole arrangement and keep on turning. And this extra addition of the fruits and the nuts, it just makes it completely an autumn arrangement. So Ethan, let's place these nuts inside your arrangement, and you can place them so they come slightly out between the flowers, but make sure you don't see the wires. So I'm gonna put here my last apple in, and now it's finished. Is yours finished too, Ethan? Mm-hmm. Let's give it a little twirl then to show everybody all sides from the pumpkin. And what was your most favorite part to do?
My favorite part to do was putting the flowers inside the pumpkin.
That was a really fun thing to do, eh? Yes.
What was your favorite part to do?
Oh, I really liked cutting the pumpkin open and see what was inside, and then take everything out. So yes, this is a great activity to do together with kids. See, it's a lovely afternoon when it's raining to do in the next coming autumn half term, and also it relaxes the kids, so it's a good and fun activity. So thank you all for watching,
and don't forget to subscribe to our channel,
and see you soon. Bye.